in 2009, 2010, while I was working in New York, I started having more, I think I had a lot more stress. The job I was in wasn't really the right fit for me. An enormous amount of on-call and pressure, and started having some weird neurologic symptoms I really couldn't explain. And after going back and forth with tons and tons of doctors, them throwing out everything from syphilis, hypochondria, depression, which I think definitely was part of it. For a while, they had decided on MS as a diagnosis, which hit me rather hard, thinking that I wasn't going to be able to do the job that the only thing I knew how to do, the only thing I've ever wanted to do. I just couldn't imagine going on. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't think I could do anything else. At a point where I had no job, I left the job I was at, didn't think I was able to find another job. I'd had several interviews, nothing was working out. And I decided that I was just too much of a burden on my family, and that was the closest I've ever come to suicide. I came within seconds of killing myself one night. And I'm still not entirely sure why I didn't. I'm not sure what stopped me. I probably don't really want to know. I'm just glad it happened. And at the time I was in therapy. I was on antidepressants. Otherwise I was going to plan on trying to make it look like an accident, but I didn't want my husband to be arrested. So that was going to take more planning. I was very excited when I found out there wasn't a suicide exclusion. I thought that would make things a lot more simple. I had easy access to medication. I know how to hit a vein. And I thought that was going to be the easiest thing to do. And I wrote suicide notes. I wrote one letter to my husband, one to my daughter, one to my mother and sister, and went outside and sat there for hours and hours and hours, and didn't do it. And I came back inside and sat and stared at a wall for a couple more hours, and I went to bed. About 2 days later, I got a phone call from a veterinarian that I'd been talking to on and off for a while, hoping to get a job. And he still didn't think he could give me a job, but he said, "We're going to find something. You're good at what you do, people like you, and you're going to find your way. And I'll help you." And I think that definitely helped me turn a corner. I did end up working for him eventually. But it wasn't him giving me a job, I think, that turned me around. That was a couple weeks later. It was him just saying that he would be there for me and that everything would be okay and that, somewhere it would work.